One to a different group of people. And this one is for the Trump supporters. You are going to hell for this. You are.
We're going to hell for voting for the guy who doesn't want to unalive babies. We're going to hell.
You're going to hell for that.
Well, it's happening. The family wants to know what I'm doing for the holidays. I'm going to be here with my dogs and my daughter, who is of childbearing age and now has to get an IUD at 17 years old. And I'm going to be here.
Or she can just not sleep around at 17 because maybe it's not the healthiest thing for your 17-year-old daughter. But if you can't stop her, maybe she should accept the consequences of her actions, like the whole world has to do as an adult. Also, where's your man, bruh? So you're gonna hang out with your daughter, that's it? You don't know how to behave as a woman. That's why you don't have a man to kick it with on Christmas.
Here with my son, who is a political target, and that should really tell you all you need to know about why I'm not going to be hanging out with y'all.
Your son's a transgender, so he's a political target. I got news for all of you, especially you, sweetheart. No one cares what sexuality your son wants to sleep with. No one cares. No one cares about your son's sexuality. No one's going to target him and ambush him in a corner. We just want our economy to turn around and a couple world wars to come to a stop. A couple countries to quit warring with each other. That's why we voted for Trump. Not to target your son for his sexual preference. Get out of here.
Off. Choke on your turkey. Bye.
Okay.
To the men, if you voted blue, you're sexy as you're super
Ew.
hot. If you voted red, you're probably closeted gay and you can never.
If you voted blue, you're sexy AF. But if you voted red, you're closeted gay. But simultaneously, we're accused as Republicans of transphobia on a general basis. You don't even make sense, baby.
Please a woman. Just
Women who can divorce their husbands, I'm gonna need you to do it today. And who can't divorce their husband, look up aqua tofana.
Side note, aqua tofana is poison. So this female is encouraging you to leave your husband, break covenant, and then murder. That's a party of peace, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that face. That is a peaceful party right there. Encouraging you to break covenant and murder your husband.
I didn't say to do anything with it. I just said to look it up.
You're gross, bruh.
Choice.
yeah. Is that what you think? Because I'd love to paint this wall blood fucking red.
Stability and peace. The party of stability and peace.
My body, your choice. How about your skull, my gun? Your neck, my sword. Your face, this pretty little fit.
You ain't hard, honey.
I'm going to say it because I'm Australian and I live in Australia and I don't have to worry about the Secret Service or the FBI knocking on my fucking door. And even if they did, more than welcome to come over. I'll make them a fucking...
I would like to go back 3 months ago when I posted a reel where Kamala Harris literally sent FBI agents to someone's house to try to deter them from communicating about their displeasure with Kamala's service to the government in America. Trump has never, ever, ever sent FBI agents to anyone's house to stop you from posting your opinion. He stands by free speech, which is also why I voted for him. You look like a fool. Let's carry on.
Cup of tea. I wish the bullet didn't miss. Yep.
I can't get over this. This is your peaceful party of tolerance that cares about human life. You wish the bullet didn't miss. You're wishing death on someone, on a political figure that only helped America.
You're welcome.
Well, Trump. Fuck Trump. Fuck Trump. Kamikaze. Hey, it's quiet.
That kid watched far too much Dragon Ball Z as a kid and delivered that with far too much confidence.
All of the white women, the Beckleys, and the Bentleys, and Emily's who voted for Trump. This is what I gotta say to you.
Before we even get into this, your hair looks like a clown, baby. That ain't fashion. You look like a walking circus freak. Fix your hair before you get on camera, ladies.
Whenever your
Look at
little
this.
Emily comes home full of Tyreekas's shut. She's a teen. Sally, you told her not to mess with that dog meat, but she did. I'm going to enjoy the non-abortion that she's going to get. She's going to be forced.
I'm going to enjoy that non-abortion she's going to get too. Because you want to know why? All human life matters. You're showing your racism, lady. If you care about human life, period, you don't say, well, because they're this color or that color, I'm not going to have the kid. You're disgusting, bro. Human life, there is a spark. It has been scientifically proven there is a spark the minute the sperm reaches the egg. Furthermore, in the womb, you have a totally different DNA strand than your own. DNA strands define individual, human, or species life. With that being said, you're carrying another DNA strand. Nobody cares what color they are, bro. You're the issue with racism, not us.
They had a baby and disgraced the whole family. Go ahead, Tyrone.
Why does the color disgrace the whole family? You're exposing your own thinking, bro. You're disgusting.
Clear hands. I want all of them to grab you by your vagina daily. That's what you condone. You should have no problem with it. You should have no problem with being essayed because you wanted an essayer in the White House.
No, I wanted to not pay $100 more on groceries or gas weekly. I don't want to have to struggle to make it through life. I don't want to wonder which country's going to bomb us. And I definitely don't want to support the unaliving of children, of human life. No, that's why I voted for Donald Trump. You guys are showing how disgusting you are, trying to be cute and funny online, bro. How you even gonna smile like that? Listen to that wicked laugh.
So it happens to you.
I'm okay with
not going
it.
to feel anything but glee. All of my energy and love is going to be to the women who did not vote for a sex offender to be in office. But if you voted for a sex offender to be in office, you must want that.
Also, this whole sex offender thing, it was an accusation made 20 years ago with no proof whatsoever. So you're just chanting something over and over again, trying to give it levity when there is no proof. If said thing did happen, that woman did not document it in any way, shape, or form. How did he make it this many years as a billionaire with, in the moment, no reports being made? Because he didn't do it, bro. Because it's all you got to throw around evil words that do not consist of who this man is.
That in your life. So I think you should get it daily.
Solidarity with the 4B movement, I updated my Bumble profile.
The 4B movement was a Korean movement where women were fighting for rights. So they refused to sleep with or breed with men until they received normal human rights. You're upset about the president-elect and the popular vote. So you're not going to sleep with men? Furthermore, baby, I'm not being mean here. Are you really sacrificing that much? Has the well really been running over?
And I'm not gonna like swipe right on anybody because man, and I'm not dating anymore. But it'll just be up there for men to be able to read and enjoy.
I am completely unhinged. I went to the grocery store and while standing in line, I was trying to guess who voted against my rights. And I couldn't guess anymore. I was out of guesses because you're like sheep in wolf's clothing. And I just wanted to scream, who the fuck here voted against my motherfucking rights?
To know that my family, the people who raised me, voted for a rapist.
Here we go again.
It's so invalidating, but I'm white. I should not be taking up space because right now the people...
How is this not perceived as reverse racism? What does it matter what pigment of color your skin is due to adaptation to the sun? Like, y'all, this party talks more about race than I've heard any Republican care or give notice to because they care about the spirit. or the human of the sorts, or what's underneath the color of pigment. I mean, I don't hear Republicans carrying on about race the way Democrats do ever, because it doesn't matter to us, bro. Because it's insignificant to the capacity of a man or a woman and who they consist of.
People who have it much worse than I do are people who don't share the same skin color as me, which is so, like, why are we still
I grew up real hard. Really hard. I had to fight and claw for everything I own. My color didn't give me a leg up one, and anybody that knows me in person will tell you that.
judging people on that? Race is a fucking social construct that white people created to make themselves feel.
These people are idiots, bro. They're idiots. Slavery existed. Entire enslavements of races, such as Egypt over the Jews to build the pyramids, which has nothing to do with the nationality of Caucasian people, by the way. Nothing. Egyptians and Jews are two of their own nationalities.
Feel good about.
Do these people hear themselves talk? Do they not think we're going to call them on their BS? Do they think we're idiots? Do they really believe it? Like, somebody tell me.
The dehumanization of other people. What the fuck, man?
Listen.
Bro, you live in America. There is no dehumanizing of any people, except for the Republican voters in the Appalachian Tennessee mountains that were abandoned for their voting and their political views. But I'm not going to get into that.
Not here.
Which is why Trump won.
Any dude tell a girl, your body, my choice, I'm going to immediately knock your f***ing teeth down your throat. You've been warned.
You gotta be...
So the guy that sleeps with the girl, and if they conceive a child, the man's not allowed to say, I helped conceive that child. I care about human life. Let's take this route. Let's take the responsible, Christian, care for humanity. The DNA strand already exists, ladies and gentlemen. The minute conception occurs, the DNA strand exists. So if a man recognizes that, you're going to knock his teeth in his face. Y'all are evil.
Sucking my dick right now. There's absolutely no way that you're... I'm an election denier. I am now going to be a fucking...
Insurrectionist. Insurrectionist. How do you like that? How's that feel when you don't agree with the popular choice? Insurrectionist.
Election denier. You cannot convince me that many people that fucking hate Donald Trump, that piece of motherfucker, there's no way that he got the popular vote. He got the fucking...
He got every swing state. All 7 swing states he got. I don't know what microcosm you live in, but everybody's fed up with the way America is, bro. All women, a lot of women rather, 61% of women. Every swing state was disappointed in Kamala. It's not surprising. Everyone I talked to in my real life was shocked and appalled at the economy by October of 2024. The way Hurricane Helena was managed was abominable. I know a lot of Democrats that swung their vote on that purposing, because you don't abandon the American people.
House and the Senate and the presidency. It just doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't.
If y'all could share this video so that Marshall can see it. I love you, Marshall. I always have. Since I was 8 years old. All I've ever wanted was to be your loyal wife, your loyal girlfriend, and your loyal friend. And that's not going to happen now because of who just became president.
Because of Donald Trump, you're not going to be able to marry Eminem? Bro, I don't even know what to say to that. Like, because Donald Trump was elected, you're not going to be able to marry Eminem. Insanity. Y'all look insane, bro. You look
I absolutely
insane.
love you, and there's nothing I wouldn't do for you. I don't even know what to say anymore. But I love you, and I really hope that he sees this.
You guys know that my husband turned Republican this term. I don't know why. I threw his ass out of the house. And I have to do more. I don't want to shave my head because that's going to hurt him. I'm going to look ugly. So I'm not doing that. I think I'm going to sleep with his friends. I think that's the only way. I think sleeping with his friends will do. What do you guys think?
I think you're gross, ho. I think you're gross. You threw your husband you built a whole life with, determined he was worth making a life with, out of the house because he knew what was best for the country, or he, God forbid, had his own opinion. And now you're talking about sleeping with his friends. Baby girl, what I think, honestly, is God done pardoned your husband or soon-to-be ex-husband. That's what I think. I think your nature and your character is highly lacking, and God spared him. And he might have a smidge of heartbreak now, but if this is who you were all along, phew. I don't even know what to say to that, bro. You're gross. That's, what do I think? I think you're gross.
His liberal friends, of course.
Extremely disappointed.
She's
that
like
there are
16.
so many misogynistic
Let's hear her
and
insight.
racist people in this fucking country that we decided that we would rather have a racist, homophobic,
Trump's racist, but Elon Musk is literally an immigrant from Africa, one of his closest friends, and has been a great consul on this election. Homophobic. I've never heard of anything that he's ever done, but that's just a word that's thrown around.
sexist, transphobic, anti-American,
Anti-American. Anti-Americans opening the borders and letting 7.8 million immigrants in that pay nothing into the tax system, and then giving them tons of money, and then when, God forbid, a hurricane comes through and destroys the Appalachia and Tennessee mountains, these people are abandoned, and FEMA says all the money's gone to illegal, non-tax-paying immigrants. That's anti-American.
Anti-Christian.
These words are just words they throw out there because they sound very scary. So these are words they cling to and throw out consistently. Transphobia, racism. I get it thrown at me. I got news for you. When you use them all the time, they lose leverage.
Chair, instead of a black woman who is one of the most qualified candidates that we've had in years.
Qualified on that D.
Having experience in all.
Proven that's how she's gotten there. She's qualified at going down on men.
Government.
Woo. Lock it
You
down.
can't tell me that we are a nation based on freedoms and liberties when that's our fucking leader.
While you freely get on the internet and give your opinion.
Don't you dare call yourself fucking patriots.
Oh, I'm a patriot, baby. Come find me. I'm a patriot.
Morning when I learned that Donald Trump had been elected president for a second time, the first thing I did was have a good long cry. The second thing I did was get on the phone and make a doctor's appointment for a surgical consultation to get my tubes tied. It's something that I've been thinking about doing for a really long time, and I feel like now is the appropriate time to do it before my option to choose that for myself and for my body is stripped away from me. When I was making my appointment, the receptionist mentioned that she saw in my chart that I had been in about 8 months ago for a consultation, and she said, "What's bringing you back? What changed your mind?" And I said, "I feel like now is the right time." And she said, "I completely understand. If having
Your nurse told you when you said, "I feel like now is the right time to have my tubes tied," she said, "I completely understand," and you think that has some underlying meaning? That's a normal answer given that you're trying to put innuendo under, and she responded neutrally and positively in her work environment.
tubes tied is something that you have been thinking about doing for a while, or you feel like it's right for you, I highly urge you to make the appointment and go get it done before you no longer have the option to do so.
To know that there are people that I passed today in the world.
So this whole tubes tied thing, so you will not go reproduce more people just like you. I'm good with it. I'm pretty sure all of America's good with it. We don't need people running around in their psychotic insanity insisting this is the end of the world, and you really think you're that sacrificial that you tying your own tubes is making this this real announced statement. That's crazy. No one cares about you, bro. I don't know how to tell you. And most of these women, I don't mean it mean. If you do stop sleeping with women, like, it's gonna be no loss to the men. There's tons of us. There's tons of us Republican women that want to treat men right and want to produce children of standard and want to produce children that have healthy, happy, Christian, well-adapted lives, and they grow up, and we all want to continue on in America in a safe environment of liberty.
World on the street.
Please stop sleeping with our men, bro. Please stop getting pregnant and making babies that act just like you. All right. Well, I think we've seen enough of all this morning. I sure have. Y'all have a great day.